Pleasant rising, Soul family. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, this is Soul Family Oracle. I deliver messages from the divine, the depth of our soul, our spirit guides, and our ancestors. And if you're returning, as always, thank you so much for the energy. I really appreciate. So, I've been feeling a message coming at me this morning. It's very early in the morning, just around 5 a.m. And I wanted to do a live, but it's taking too long and the network is slow, so I just decided to record it rather. And I'm going to be using the Destiny Oracle deck because I feel like we're needing to go into messages that have to do with our path, right? Okay. So, the first card we have Start Anywhere. Second card we have Answer the Call. And the third card we have Tell Your Story. I think these cards are self-explanatory, and this energy has been coming through a lot since last week. The need to move forward in whatever it is you may have been planning or has been put on your heart to spiritually do. And under the deck, it says, interrogate the fear and invite the curiosity. Interrogate the fear and invite this curiosity. And it's an image of a spider with like a snake hanging on the side, but it's like a huge spider with like a star above it. And I feel like with the Start Anywhere, this was coming through the message from yesterday with the shamanic healing. There's a need for somebody to believe that you don't need all the things that you think you need. Guys, pardon if you hear any noise from outside. It's been a very busy and packed house all week. So there's a need for somebody to understand that you have everything that you need to create what you're trying to create or to manifest what it is you want to manifest through your spiritual gift, what it is you want to manifest through your spiritual path, or what you're trying to manifest as part of your new life, right? And with the Start Anywhere, I remember I was coming through heavily, it's like somebody being like some kind of a perfectionist and just like wanting things to be a certain way. Or I have to have that, I have to have this, I don't have this. And the divine is saying, you are not going to start if you wait for those things, because you are in an energy where you are supposed to have those things or be able to do those things by just... Oh, sorry, guys. Wait, let me get some water. All right. So there's a need for you to be like the magician of your life, right? And the magician energy, like when you look at the radar tarot, the magician energy, the magician has all the elements, right? The magician has the earth element, water element, fire element, air element, and most importantly, spirit, right? So it basically says that the magician has everything that they need in order to manifest whatever outcome they want, because that's just like magic, like a magician. Magic, I believe, or I define magic as the manipulation of the element in order to achieve a desired outcome, right? And that's why I keep saying the word manipulation in itself is not a negative word. It is the use of it that becomes whether negative, right, or positive. Anyway, so with the Answer the Call, I feel like this is just to say, like, it's like, I know this is not a maybe. I know somebody has been getting the call, has been getting the signs and synchronicities, has been seeing the messages and getting the guidance on how to do certain things or what to do, or even the whys why you're meant to be doing some of these things. But what is really left is for you to answer the call, right? And I know somebody was saying in the comment about how, oh, I am so ready, but I don't have this, I don't have that. This is that energy coming out. It's like the more you keep saying that you don't have what you need in order to fulfill your destiny, or you don't have what you need to move forward, you will really not have what you need. And you're being asked to see the fact that you are a magician energy, which means that you have everything you need already. It has nothing to do with material. You have the most important things. Right? Now, when we talk about the element and we talk about the body, let me teach you how it is that the element, which part of your body, physical body, you can use to manifest the various elements into spiritual being, right? To bring about a certain manifestation or intention. So, for instance, the element of spirit, you are the element of spirit. You are the element of spirit. The element of air. Your mind is the element of air. Your mind is the element of air. So really all you need to do is to think. Literally. All you need to do is to think. Think it into being. Imagine and create the life that you want to live, or create what it is that you want to express. And I feel like in this expression, it's not even about things that are outside of you. It's really things that are already inside of you. So it's not like even like going kind of like searching externally for this idea of fulfillment. No, it's something that happens within you. Okay? Okay. And like, for instance, the element of fire. The element of fire you can channel through the heart. Passion, enthusiasm, joy, creativity. That's the element of fire. You can channel that through the heart. That comes from the heart. It is the heart, the passion of the heart that moves the hand to create. You understand? The element of earth, it's 5:55 a.m. right now. It's like 5:55 on the clock. The element of earth, you can channel the element of earth through your feet, through movement, right? Through moving, action in some sense, right? And this is not even necessarily like moving as like moving to do something, or like, being on a move or something. Nah, this can simply be taking a walk, grounding yourself, putting your feet in the ground, right? Because the element of earth is not just about material gains, right? It's also about stability. It's also about groundedness, security, foundations, right? And so with the feet, your feet is like the foundation of your body, or holds your body. So it's kind of like the foundation. It offers security and stability to your movement and to your body. You understand? All right. So this is just to explain how you can actually channel the elements through your physical body as you are, without anything, without any tools. And this you can do because you are a magician. So I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, the conflict in here might be the fact that I don't think you know exactly how powerful you are. And I think I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you've listened to many tarot readers or psychic readers talk about what you might be, or talk about things that resonate with you. And you feel like, yeah, I think I'm that. I know I'm powerful. I think I'm spiritually gifted. I can do this and I can do that. But it's like I don't think you fully understand how powerful you are. Or like when they say these things, I don't think you fully understand the ability that you have. Right? And I feel like with the answer your call, the last card is tell your story. So I feel like with the answer your call, it has a lot to do with the last card, with the tell your story. This is how you do it for some of you, by telling your story. Because I feel like for some of you, your whole story or your whole life, your whole life is like, I'm hearing like a drama series. Your whole life has literally been like a dramatic series, right? And it's just like I'm hearing like the kind of novels that captivate people's minds and hearts. It's a story, or it's stories of like intrigue, of drama, a lot of times of chaos, but ending with some kind of resolution, right? And that is what your story has been. It may have started with chaos, but it's ending with what? Tranquility and peace and abundance. It's ending in a resolution. So I feel like with a start anywhere, answer the call. For some of you, you're being called to just share your story. So if you're not an alchemist or magician, as you would call yourself, I'm speaking to somebody that's like a teacher or a messenger of some sort, right? So I feel like with the tell your story, somebody's being called to share their story. And this has been coming up a lot about somebody being a speaker or somebody going on a stage to speak, to share your story. All right. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Wow. It says, it is so beautiful. These cards are really beautiful. It's my first time reading with them also. It says, it is so beautiful the moment you discover you are half human and half universe. I'm telling you. I am telling you, whoever I'm speaking to, you need to understand, you need to realize that you are half universe, half human. You understand, you have literally a universe within you, the ability to create, to manifest. You understand, and your mind is your weapon again. With the air energy, that has to do with communication, Mercury, speaking it into being, right? And so I feel like with this half human, half universe, this is really like confirmation of like the fact that you are more than you think you are. The kind of abilities that you have is more than you think you are. You have, right? And the next card, we have drops of Jupiter. Drops of Jupiter, it comes with number 53. 53 goes to 8. With the drops of Jupiter, Jupiter rewards activity. Jupiter rewards action. Jupiter rewards passion. Jupiter rewards enthusiasm. Jupiter rewards, forward movement and inspiration, right? So Jupiter, basically, the drops of Jupiter is like expand, right? And in this expansion, I feel like with the drops, what I'm getting is like 1203 and now 123 on the timer. With this expansion, what I'm getting is like, it's like expansion doesn't mean one huge big step. Sometimes expansion happens like little drops of water that make a mighty ocean. Sometimes expansion happens one simple thing at a time, one simple step by day. So I feel like for somebody, maybe you have been thinking that you need to do it so big, or you've been trying to expand whatever you're doing, and then you've been thinking of some really big plans, and it's like, that's great. Those big plans, as a matter of fact, think even bigger, but don't bind yourself to the outcomes or to how the process unfolds. Just focus on the big picture and allow yourself to go with the flow of how it moves. So with the drops of Jupiter, I feel like there's somebody needing to understand that the little drops is what makes the mighty ocean. One step makes the whole start, a journey of 10,000 miles. Right. So there's somebody that is needing to understand that the little that you're doing is enough, or what you might be doing just as you can is enough. Right. In case you've been feeling like it's little, remember that this is the process to abundance. Right. So I feel like with the Jupiter, drops of Jupiter also, this is going to be for some, there's going to be little things, not little things, but things coming in to make the process easier, right? To ease you of the burdens of the process is what I'm getting. All right, what else, Spirit? Oh, I'm telling you. It says nobody said it was easy. Nobody said it was easy. Yeah. Nobody said this was going to be easy. So I don't know. I'm getting the energy of somebody whining and complaining. And oh my God, it's this. And oh my God, it's that. And oh my. Yeah. Yes, sis. Yes, sis. I get you, bro. But this was never meant to be easy. And if you could remember your soul's journey, you would understand why. Okay? So embrace the challenge of where you are now. Wow. Embrace the challenge of where you are now. I feel like this is going to be the title of this message, because I actually didn't start with an actual title or a line for the message. So I feel like that's going to be it. Embrace the challenge of where you are now. Embrace this part of the process. All right, I had to write that down quickly before I forget. All right, what else, Spirit? It says, how blessed are you to be able to live in your biggest expression? And it came with bravery is your baseline. So I think whether nobody said it was easy, that's continued with bravery is the baseline. All you're needing to do is really to be brave, right? And what I'm hearing is like bravery is a signal of your readiness. Bravery is a signal of your readiness. When you do it scared, when you do it alone, when you do it broken, when you're so scared, 1555 on the timer, when you're so scared of pushing forward or standing in your true authentic self or expressing yourself, but you go ahead and do it anyway. That's that energy. That's that energy of bravery. And again, it was saying it's like bravery is a confirmation that you're ready, is a sign that you're ready. Right? And so it doesn't matter if you have everything that you think you need. If you are not feeling brave, if you're not feeling strong to move forward, if you're not feeling ready, you will not be in the energy of readiness, or will not be in the energy of that abundance that you're seeking. And so I feel like with somebody, there's a need to be brave right now. Again, embrace the challenge of where you are now. Embrace the challenge of where you are now. So for somebody, where you are now might not be the most favorable place. Where you are now might not be the most comfortable situation. Where you are now might not be the most ideal situation for you. But there's a need for you to embrace it as a challenge. And this embrace it as a challenge, let me explain. This is not to say that you should hustle through it, right? And I've got this on my own, I can do this. No. This is saying to embrace it. Basically, to turn the situation around by looking at the positive side of it, or by finding things about the situation that makes it feel easier, right? And this is not always the case. Sometimes there are more things to be upset about concerning a situation than to be excited about. But again, that is what a challenge is. And you were built for this. This is not something that is going to challenge you forever. This is something that you're going to overcome. This is just another obstacle that you're going to go over, because again, you were built for this. You've done this over and over again. You've done this so many times. Honey, listen, as compared to some of the things that you've had to deal with or go through or go over in previous lifetimes, 2025 is not one of the most difficult periods for us. You will get through this. The next card says, how blessed are you to be able to live in your biggest expression? I'm telling you. And it's like an image of like a peacock. It's like, how blessed are you to live in your biggest expression? So this is giving that energy of, it's like, no matter what is going on right now, just know that you are blessed. To be able to be in the energy that you're in, it means that you chose to follow your path. Right? And this is where we speak of like decisions that have been made for the cause, or decision that has been made to fulfill our purpose, right? Where you might be struggling with your children right now, you might be struggling with a home right now, as compared to people that you knew, or maybe people that you grew up with that are living in their big homes with their husbands and their families, driving nice cars, having good jobs and stuff like that. But then if you were really to look behind the veil, you would see that behind the flashy cars is a lot of frustration. Behind the comfortable clothes is a lot of anxiety. Behind the bold faces is a lot of insecurities. And then you realize that even though you might not have as much as people that you would think or you'd consider are just living their life and not exactly trying to follow a path or a purpose, sometimes I guess it's going to feel down in, right? But oh, did I lose my chain of thought? Yes. But I think what I was trying to say is when you look at that dynamic, it might make you feel like we're not doing as good. But if you could see behind the veil, you will understand that there's some things that you have that they don't have or will not have because they are not on the path that you are on. So whereas they might have all the material things that they need, you have the peace, or the ability to reach tranquility, to reach that zen within you that makes everything feel okay, whether you have or don't have. And I feel like this is the point that the divine is trying to move you to. It says, how blessed are you to be able to live in your biggest expression? It says to live in your biggest expression, not live in the biggest mansion or live in the biggest, with the biggest car or live with the most money. It says live in your biggest expression, and your biggest expression is the expression of your soul. Your biggest expression is the expression of your soul. And so to live from your soul's true identity is to what? Be able to express yourself as who you truly are. And this is what you are doing. This is what you are building for yourself. 2122 on the timer and now 2123. I was hearing this song by Bruno Mars. They've got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby. They must say hi and I must say hey, but you shouldn't worry about what they say, 'cause they've got nothing on you. And I feel like this nothing on you, it's that energy. Like, it's like, it doesn't matter how big the car is or how big the house is. It's like they've got nothing on you. It's energy, baby. It's all about the energy. 2202 on the timer. And energy wise, they have nothing on you. You understand? And if your energy is your currency and the material gains do not amount to your spiritual currency, then you are so most definitely richer. You understand? Richer than they are, richer than they could ever be. So I feel like this was coming in to say, so I don't know if somebody at that point was thinking like, well, they have what I don't have. And it's like, Spirit is like, you, check yourself. Check yourself, because they have nothing on you. The material gains, the material things has nothing on what you innately possess. The next card we have, what if it all works out? I'm telling you, what if it all works out? And the next card says, where focus goes, energy flows. Where focus goes, energy flows. Exactly. What if it all works out? Instead of thinking, what if it doesn't work out? What if this? What if that? What if people don't receive it? What if people are not interested? What if I do it the wrong way? What if nobody sees? What if it goes great? What if it works out better than you expected? What if it becomes even more successful than you expected? What if everybody loves it so much that they're seeking for your service? Like, what if everybody is so crazy about your product that you go viral? What if the best happens? So replace your what ifs with the most positive outcomes. What if the most positive outcome? Understand? It's okay to have the what ifs. Again, the fears. It's fine to have the fears. But even amidst the fear, in the fear, be brave. That is what allows you to push through. So again, it's like even in the fear, it's like, okay, yeah, I might be scared, but what if it goes better than expected? What if things turn out better than I planned? Because truly, where energy goes, where focus goes, energy flows. So instead of focusing on the negative, instead of focusing on what could go wrong, instead of focusing on all the cons, focus on the pros. Focus on the best part. Focus on the positive aspect. Focus on the good. Focus on what could go right instead of what could go wrong. Understand? All right. What else, Spirit? Yeah. It says you are here to be more. Wow, this card is so beautiful. It's an image of like an elephant and a lotus flower. You are here to be more. You are here to be more. And again, like the person who keeps commenting about how they can't do more because they don't have money, or they can't do more because they don't have a, it's like you need to first release that mentality and say to yourself, affirm to yourself, you are more, you have more, you are not limited. It's an energy you need to align with, right? It's an energy, a feeling you need to align with, even when you're not feeling it. By tuning your energy to that intention or to that knowing, that affirmation, it sorts your spirit. That's the whole point of affirmations. Saying affirmations doesn't mean that you believe 1000% what you're saying, or that what you're saying is it. But saying affirmations is like reprogramming yourself to release the wrong or negative beliefs and to replace them with positive ones. Because again, where focus goes, energy flows. All right. All right. So yeah, you're here to be more. Allow yourself to be great. Understand? Allow yourself to be great. Who would have thought Tupac Shakur was going to be the influence that he made, or he was, or is, to the whole world, right? Considering his beginnings, his conception, who he was, how he came up. People would have thought, I mean, like, nothing good is going to come out of this guy. Like, what can he? But look at who he became, despite it all, right? I know there's a popular pastor, preacher in Ghana. I think, is it I don't think it's Duncan Williams. Goodness. Is it Matthew Ashimolo? If that's it, then it's Nigeria. Anyway, so there's this popular pastor in Africa, sorry. So let me not use Ghana in case it's the wrong country I'm using, but in Africa, okay? And he is very, very well respected, very powerful, very connected. But the story of his beginnings was of hardship and literally like deviousness and crime and negative low vibrations, to the extent where he lost fingers from being an armed robber. Like, he robbed and got busted and he lost fingers for that. Like, he was a notorious gang member. He was a robber. He was like a notorious criminal. But in the end, as he turned his life around, he became a world-renowned preacher whose story healed people, whose story turned people's lives around. And so again, the card already says, tell your story. For some of you, the reason why you are in the situations you're in is because you are writing your story. The reason why you are where you are right now is because you were still writing your story. All those details, all those hardships, all those trials and tribulations, they make the details of your story. So by telling your story is literally living your life to the fullest, because part of your story is meant to guide people, to be a light for others. Okay? So, yeah. Let's see what else. Exactly. So I think I was trying to say, like, with the here, you're here to be more, right? In the end, he was here to be more, and he was able to do that because he didn't allow the what ifs and who he was and the things that came at him to be what defined the rest of his life, right? So I feel like for somebody, you're needing to collect the stories of your life, like what's going on in your life. You might be needing to document it, or maybe get a diary And for some of you, this is something about writing a book. So for some of you, there's something about your story that is being made into a book, or you're making your story into a book, or you're planning on writing a book about your story. Do it. But allow things to unfold, because the book will not be finished until your life is unfolding the things that it needs to unfold in the right timing, right? So again, the things that are happening within your story, within your life, they are part of your story. What else, Spirit? It says, remember where you came from. Remember where you came from. Wow. Wow. Guys, so it says, remember where you came from. And the other card that fell out is, I am standing fiercely by your side. And it's an image of what looks like the goddess Isis standing on a lotus with her wings spread. Wow. Remember where you came from, and I am standing fiercely by your side. For some of you, there's a need for you to tap into the energy of your spirit, guys. For some of you, there's a need for you to establish your spiritual team. You have a spiritual team of angelic beings, of guides, of light beings, and cosmic family members that are on standby, waiting for you to give the go-ahead. Oh my goodness, guys, under the deck, we have your ancestors and guides are assisting in illuminating your soul mission. I am telling you, you have guides on standby that are, it's like they are literally like supporting you, and they need you to reach out. It's like you are the commander-in-chief. These things, our stronghold doesn't allow external forces to really just do whatever they please in our energy, except for the ones that don't play by the universal rules. They do whatever they want. That's why we protect ourselves, right? But it's like you have a team of spiritual guides, of ascended masters, of gods and goddesses, ancestors that are literally at your service, at your beck and call. As a matter of fact, they are dying to help you. They are dying to help you. It says your ancestors and guides are assisting in illuminating your soul mission. You are not alone. And with this energy, this image of the goddess Isis saying, I'm standing fiercely by your side. There was a reading I just did a few days ago, which was channeled from the goddess Isis, that also said the same thing. I am with you every step of the way. So for some of you, 3223 on the timer, that's 5-5. For some of you, you are connected to the goddess Isis, and I'm hearing priests and priestesses of the temple of Isis. For some of you, you're priests and priestesses of the temple of Isis. And if you happen to be a priest or priestess of Isis, depending on what time you're in right now and what journey your soul has been in, you will definitely face a set number of trials and tribulation. That is common with every priestess or priest of Isis. Every priest or priestess or priest of the temple of Isis. And again, that's what I'm saying, depending on the age you're in, because that will determine what course you're on, or like what course your soul is on. But we do go through a lot of trials and tribulation. It's a part of our initiation. It's a part of being initiated into a higher power, right? And the goddess Isis herself had to go through this. You understand? The priestess Oset herself had to go through this. The trials and tribulations that she went through, captivity with Set, having to escape, the escape to the marshes, having to restore Osiris, losing Osiris in the first place, having to not stand against, but having to kind of like stand against Horus at some point, because in her divinely mother energy, she was guided to show compassion or forgiveness of some sort, right? And so Horus got upset, but that's a story for another day, okay? So I feel like there's a need for you to know that the hardships, they are part of the trials and tribulations that we go through. It is not just because you are where you are. You could be anywhere in the world, and depending on the timeline you're on or timeline your soul is on, you will still face trials and tribulations. All right. What else, Spirit? It says, not only are you the creation, you are also the creator. Wow, I love this. I love this. Not only are you the creation, you are also the creator. I want to write that down. You are the creation and the creator. This is like the message yesterday was like, or a few days ago. Spirit was trying to explain to me how some of us are being like revered right now in a way where it's like, in a way it's like we are even revering ourselves. We are honoring ourselves, worshiping ourselves without even knowing it, because some of these different energies that we're aligning with, that are helping us on our soul journeys, they are the spirit leftovers of who we were. The energy that becomes an ancestor, or the energy that becomes a living spirit. You understand? But that one is a bit intricate, so I won't go too far now. I'm going to do a whole reading on that later. Alright. What else, Spirit? So yeah, not only are you the creation, you are the creator. You were not only created for this life. You are not just a creation that was created for this life, or created to be in this life, or to carry out a certain cause. You yourself are also a creator of life. One second, guys. Yeah, that's my alarm going off. You yourself are also, gosh, my back really hurts. I don't know if I don't know how I slept. I must have slept in some kind of weird position, but my back has this really sharp, I don't know, kind of pain. So, yeah, you are also a creator, right? You are not just here to live in a life that was created. You are also here to create a life in whatever way that speaks to you. Okay? What else, Spirit? Wow. This card is finally out. Interrogate the fear and invite curiosity. Interrogate the fear and invite curiosity. If you've been feeling fearful, this has been coming up a lot, about fearing a higher power or your powers. Sit with it. Interrogate the fear and invite your curiosity. It's like, be curious about what is making you scared. Be curious about your fears. Be curious about the things that are fueling your fears. It's like, interrogate. It's like, why am I scared? It's like, what is this about? What is this about? Be curious enough about the things that make you feel the way you feel. Understand? Don't brush it off. Sit with it. Face it. I'm hearing a fear of spiders. Somebody might have a fear of spiders. It's like me, I love serpents, but I have a fear of them, right? So somebody, you might actually have the energies of spiders around you, but you're scared of spiders. And this is like a very big spider on this card. But there's no need to be scared of them. As a matter of fact, it is your energy that is drawing them in. You understand? And that's another reading I was going to do later. It's like, why do you think spiders are so attracted to witches? Witches attract spiders because witches are in the energy of creation. And I'm getting the pentacle. Witches are in the energy of creation, birthing, bringing things into being, weaving. And that's the energies that spiders move on, right? And so spiders like to be around people that create, people that are weaving their own life, like people that take things into their hands and create solutions out of it. People that are basically on the course of creating something or drawing something down from the spiritual into the physical, but something they are creating by themselves. So, yeah, if there are fears surrounding your spiritual gift, or if it's fears that are holding you back, there's a need for you to address them. Okay? Oh, 1 second. We have adaptation is ascension. Exactly. And under the deck, we have keep showing up. It says adaptation is ascension. And that's a card number 21. 21 translates to 3. And keep showing up is number 40. 40 translates to 40. So that's 3, 4. You are in a process, a period of ascension. It's like whatever you're going through right now, adapting to it, again, like I was saying, not seeing it as an issue and rather focusing on the bigger picture, not looking at it as like, oh, this is my life. Create. See it as an opportunity to create a new life, as an opportunity to manifest something bigger, to manifest something new. All right? And with the keep showing up, this is self-explanatory. Like I was saying, just keep showing up. Keep doing what you do. You don't have to do too much. You don't have to do more than you're feeling called to do. If it's just a single meditation every day, just keep showing up for yourself. And it will shock you in a matter of months or weeks just how much change you're going to feel within you. How much change you're going to see also in your physical reality. And I'm a 100% testament to that. This is part of my story. This is part of my story. If I look at where I used to be energetically, spiritually, and where I am now energetically and spiritually, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. I am so proud of myself. So proud of myself. And I feel like one day soon I'm going to do a story time and a Q&A also, so I can share part of my story. But this energy that I sit in, this energy that I operate from right now, this is not who I used to be. This is not who I used to be. And I'm grateful to be here and who I am today. You know, so again, the trials and the tribulations, those things, they don't define where you will be. They don't define where you're going. They don't define your destination, your outcome, but they define who you will become. They define who you will become. And who you will become is the person that will take you where you want to go. Who you will become is the person that will take you to your fulfillment, the person that will take you to your highest timeline. Because your highest timeline, I was saying this yesterday also, is already available to you. But you have to be the person that is aligned to that timeline. The timeline is already there, but you have to be in alignment with it in order to receive it. All right. Okay. Under the deck, we have take the leap. Your movement forward is intoxicating. I'm telling you, your movement forward is intoxicating. All you have to do is to keep moving forward. 4244 on the timer, as I said that. All you have to do is to just keep moving forward. And moving forward is not one big leap or one big decision or one huge, no. Moving forward, it can be one simple, small step each day. One conscious decision each day. One intentional action each day. Okay? All right. So, this is where I'm going to leave this message. But I'm going to take one last card. Let me take one last card. Can we get one last card to close out the reading? Just one, please. I don't want multiples. One. Thank you. All right. It says, if you want rainbows, you must allow for the rain. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. This is a beautiful card to sum up the whole reading. If you want rainbows, you must allow for the rain. There will be no rainbows without the rain. You need the rain. The storm must come through. But in the end, you will see your rainbow. You will see your light at the end of the tunnel. But you must first go through the darkness. You must first go through the hardship. And all this plays a role in as part of your story. These are the things that you're going to be teaching people from, guiding people from. This is experience. This is knowledge. These are some of the things that you're releasing yourself from so you can show people how to release themselves from it. This rain is yours. Dance in it in expectation of the rainbow that is going to come at the end, instead of sitting in it and crying. All right, guys. So dance in the rain. I don't know. Now I'm hearing dance in the rain. Dance in the rain. The last time I went playing in the rain, I got very, very sick. I remember that was a month ago when I had the flu for I had a flu for I don't know, a month. And I usually have this never ending flu. I don't know. Usually I'm just waking up with my nose, something with my nose, or just, I don't know, my sinuses or thingy. Yeah, I think you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, I think the dance in the rain is just symbolically saying just be in the energy, bask in the energy and all that it brings. It's it might be frustrating, but shit. Laugh your way through it if that's what you need to do. Okay? But most preferably, dance your way through it. Alright, guys. As always, please listen with discernment. Take only what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, the website is back live, so you can check out the various offers on the website. And if the message resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe to help us reach even more of our soul tribe. And have a blessed new week, guys. Yeah, Monday is Moon Day. On Mondays, I'm off, so I don't be going to the store or doing a lot of work on Mondays. On Mondays, it's more self-time. Monday is governed by the moon, so it's a very flowy energy, very watery energy, also very sensual energy too. So yeah, have a blessed new week, guys.